What's going on, people? I just had what you would call a gas station altercation. Now, before I get into the story, for some of you who don't know, I drive an obnoxiously large monster pickup truck that I know is not gas efficient. I knew that when I bought the truck, but when I bought the truck, gas was also under $3 a gallon, and I didn't have to fill out a credit application every time I filled it up. Anyway, after I filled up my truck, I looked at the pump and it read $123.62. I looked to the guy next to me that was filling up his Toyota Prius and I said, wow, $123.62. Lovely country we live in. This jackass looks at me and says, well, no one told you to drive such a big truck. It took everything in me not to jump in my truck. And yes, I do have to jump because I'm 5'6" 3/4 and my truck is lifted an additional 6 inches off the ground. So it took me everything not to jump in my truck, put it in reverse, and run him and his Prius over. But I didn't. I kept my cool. I did, however, make a mistake, which I tend to make with people that are IQ deficient. I tried to reason with him and have a conversation. So I said, even though you drive a Toyota Prius, which is way more gas efficient than my truck, isn't it costing you double the amount to fill it up? His response is why this country is in trouble. He looked at me with a straight face and all the confidence in the world and said, well, actually, I use my brain now because ever since gas went up to $4 a gallon, I've been filling it up only halfway. So technically, I'm spending the same amount of money. What? Once again, I continued to try to have a conversation with this guy. But aren't you coming to the gas station more often? Actually, no. Certain places I walk to now instead of drive. And if people live too far, like my Aunt Peggy who lives 34 miles away from me, I choose not to visit them anymore. Oh my God, get me out of this gas station. So I kept my composure and I, for once, instead of flipping out like I wanted to and telling him what a dumb, idiotic moron he was, I got in my truck, I put it in drive, and I drove off. Okay, before I drove off, I ended up beeping my horn, which happens to be a Horn Blaster Conductor Series 540 train horn, and it says you're not supposed to push it if anyone's standing within 25 feet of your truck. I looked in my rearview mirror when I did it. He got so scared, he jumped back, the nozzle came out, and he sprayed some gas on his sneakers. So not only do I hope that he shit his pants when I beeped the horn, but I also hope that when he went home, he had the urge for a cigar, went in the backyard, lit up a cigar, forgot that his sneakers were covered in gasoline, and started playing a little game I like to call Hot Feet, Hot Feet. Someone put it out.